Yo, so Flossen's got a video here talking about Soldier SANBY, or yeah, whatever you want to call her, Silver Soldier Anby, SANBY. I mixed it up because I always call her SANBY, and then I was thinking of what her full name is. I wanted to give her a full name, for the intro. But yeah, so Flossen here is talking about Soldier Anby, and he thinks she is the worst character in Zenless Zone Zero. Now, that may be a crazy hot take. Now, I think specifically he thinks she's the worst limited agent. And if we look at all of the agents here, I'll just look up Pridewin because it's like the easiest thing to look at for like all the characters list. If we look at all the agents in the game here, right, of limited agents, I would say SANBY is pretty low in terms of limited agents. We do have Orphe and Seed coming out, though, who are Obel Squad adjacent characters that could have something going on with SANBY if you've done a little bit of dreaming there, though. So we'll see what Floss has got to say and what he's talking about in his video here, and, give my thoughts, that type of stuff. Let me know what you guys think, though, down below in the comments. And if you're new here, make sure to sell it to me, sell it to Floss. Simple.
Guys,
See what he's talking
it's
about.
Flossen. So a couple weeks back,
I still
I
have
made a
my
tier list
PNG
video
to run.
with two other
You know what?
content
Double
creators,
react.
Soul
Double react.
and
Totally.
EO. And in
I
that
don't need this
video,
on, though.
we all decided to rate S-Rank Ambi at tier 1.5, below a lot of other agents. Most people would probably put her above. And
tier 1.5. I don't know who they had in tier 1.5
I've been
with her.
getting a lot of comments and DMs. Flossen, why did you rate Ambi
Maybe
so
like
low? Do you
like
just
Hugo.
not like her? Is she really that bad? What's going on with SANBY? So I thought,
I don't
why
think
not
Hugo's
just
is.
sit
Who
down
else would be with
and
SANBY
get
in a
my
tier
thoughts out?
1.5?
Because not only do I believe that SANBY is the worst limited agent to ever release, but I've also got some frustrations with her that I haven't really talked about publicly. So today, we're going to be talking about Ambi yet again. Her atrocious gameplay mechanics, Obel Squad,
Bro got the
and
paper
Aftershock,
background.
and where I
This
think
paper
she
background is
stands
probably in like millions of videos. I'm not gonna lie.
against her current and future
One guy made this shit
competition.
and just like
If you
spread
guys
like
enjoy
wildfire.
discussion videos like this and you want to see more, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.
Holy.
It's completely free.
Like and subscribe to
lets me know
Flossen.
that
I'll have
you
this
enjoy
video in
type
the
of
description.
content. Now, with formalities out of the way, let's talk games. Alright, like I said, Ambi.
Wait, what's his build? What's his build? Hold up. He's got to be. If he's talking, you don't know, Flossen is a Soldier 11 gamer. So if he's a Soldier 11 gamer and he likes SANBY, we gotta see what the build is here. Okay, the build, SANBY gives herself like 10 crit, I think. So we're at 68, and then her set gives like another 12 crit, right? So we're at like 80. She's at 80, 136, and I think this is with Sig. We could probably get some more crit damage. He does have 2.9k attack, though. But I don't know if that's with an electric damage or an attack percent. I'm assuming that's not double attack. Double attack, you're probably over 3k. So this is probably with attack electro crit. And yeah, I feel like you get some more crit damage. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to be honest, here.
Like I said.
No, you could definitely get more crit damage. I was thinking about
terrible.
I was doing a bunch of reviews recently, and
now my goat A-rank Ambi, of course, she's the best, little cutie pie. But S-rank Ambi, yeah, this bitch is terrible. And before you start typing,
okay, but terrible is like a little outrageous. I feel like terrible is like a little crazy. I think SANBY's pretty bad. She doesn't have a lot of people dedicated to her. She's kind of outlier in the limited DPS. But I don't think she's terrible. Terrible is like Anton.
No, this isn't about her raw damage output. At least, not yet. I mainly want to talk about her core gameplay and why she literally holds herself back from being good. And
I do agree with this, though.
Is her special attack, Thunder Smite. So, for those who don't know, Thunder Smite triggers after Ambi dashes 3 times against an enemy with White Thunder. Basically, her 3 marks, right? On paper, fine. It's cool.
I don't think this does as much damage, though, as like the actual third strike
attack outside of fighting bosses, and
like the strike from when you do all 3, it's like 1,000.
Let me give you an example. Say you take Ambi into Shiyu defense, and the first half has 3 to 4 mobs that you have to clear before you actually get to the boss. So when Ambi applies these marks to her enemies, you'd think she'd focus the first one that she dashed into, she can trigger Thunder Smite. But no,
She's gonna
Ambi
be out
goes
here
full
dashing like
Miles
Yasuo.
Morales and says, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and just dashes to the closest enemy instead. And yes, I know that this lightning
Okay,
strike
does she always do this though? I've played SANBY. I don't think she
I'm gonna
always
do
does
my
this. I do think she has this
own
problem.
thing, and just
I feel like, because realistically, if you're playing SANBY, right, you wouldn't click this slow. I think if you click faster, she targets.
dashes to the
Also, he's also not targeting on anyone. I think if you target, she targets the person.
closest enemy
I could be wrong. I think she targets the person.
instead. And yes, I know that this lightning strike
Anyways.
doesn't hit hard. Its multiplier maxes out at 376%. But that's not the point. If it's in her kit, why are you making it so unreliable? It kind of feels like a design oversight that has just been completely ignored. And I know the simple solution to fix this.
Nicole.
Just play Nicole.
Oh,
Nicole fixes the problem.
True.
And yeah, I will say she does fix the grouping problems.
I mean, if we want to talk grouping problems, Soldier 11's chain attack is the worst thing in the game, and I love Soldier. Soldier 11's chain attack is so bad, and then all of her basic attacks have the smallest AoE ever compared to any. Bro, every unit in the game, people want to talk about power grid. No one talks about the AoE creep. All new characters. We start at a very tiny diameter, and then we go bigger, 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 bigger. Soon we are going to have characters summoning a nuke as their basic attack, and then when they ult, it's gonna cost the nuke tier 5. Oh, actually, this is not that.
Ambi has. But to be honest, I think that actually segues perfectly into my next issue with Ambi, which is the limitations of her team options. Basically, SANBY has 4 teammates in this game. Trigger, Pulchra, Astriao, and Nicole. That's it. She's basically just like
When did he make this video? 22 hours ago. Does he have the Jifufu, the Jifufu? You can use Jifufu for anyone. If you're even getting really ambitious, you could use the Yuzaha.
She wants to stay on field.
Maybe he's saying people that are like more dedicated to her, but I wouldn't say Nicole and Asher are dedicated to her. They're like everybody. So like technically, she only has Trigger. If we're going that specific, Trigger and Pulchra. Pulchra's also Aftershock.
As much as possible. If you aren't doing that, you're cutting into her damage, which means you're never swapping her stunner onto the field unless you have to.
True.
And realistically, you're almost never replacing Pulchra or Trigger on the team because of their off-field setup of days.
True.
And I can already hear the counter argument now. Flossin, I run S-rank Ambi with Xing Yi.
Okay, I don't know about running her with Xing Yi.
I play her with Jifufu.
I think you should play her with Jifufu
Lucy,
though.
And she works fine. You can clear content with it. And yes.
Yeah, you could do like Nicole Lucy.
Content in that way.
That's probably like that's like kind of like the that's like the budget wheelchair comp though.
And it's nowhere near as smooth or satisfying. If you want to play
also I have to backseat this gameplay. Nowhere
near.
He went for the triple dash right here. Hold up. Did I see this wrong?
Anything.
Hold up. Maybe it was cut off.
It's not the intended.
Goes to the cold defense shred.
Of SANBY. And it's nowhere near.
Yeah, okay, I see it right there. He didn't get full meter. Right here. Look. Only 2 dashes, so they didn't get the 3rd strike for the big white thunder.
Smooth.
All I'm saying. He's missing the big white thunder right there.
Want to play this character?
This is probably just background footage.
You either run Trigger or Pulchra as your
I'm just saying.
Sits back and does nothing for max value. Yes, I'm throwing shade at Astra. This agent is boring. Or Nicole.
I mean, Astra's boring, but like. She gives you the juice.
It feels like she depends on these 4 agents way more
now should give me the juice. Hold up now. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Agent and bearing the burden that comes with that and gotcha.
I don't know if you're gonna talk about this. I think one of the biggest things that actually holds back SANBY is like, I think her stun window timer of DPS takes too long.
I think it's
you have to do all 3 dashes.
Terrible mechanic.
I feel like there's a lot of newer bosses where their stun window is slower.
Now, When
Or not
Ambi and
slower,
Trigger
it's
were
faster.
revealed in
So you actually
1.6,
can't get all
they were
3
pitched
dashes.
as agents introducing a brand new type of damage, Aftershock. And I'll be honest, that's what got me hyped. I thought we were looking at a true archetype here. Maybe we'd get W engines that boosted this damage, future agents that added new effects to it, or even just
Well,
extra
we did
layers
get
of depth
engines,
that
but they're
made
like
it
very
interesting to
specific to
play
the
around with.
characters.
But fast forward
Also,
to
oh my god,
today,
trigger on
and
screen.
Aftershock just feels like a fancy
Yeah!
name for this character does attacks off field. Trigger does
True.
it, Pulcher does it, even Yuzuha does it. And there's been no expansion, no extra depth, and no identity. And this is where I start getting confused, because Ambi's twist is that her Aftershock attacks are on field. So,
True.
wait, is Aftershock supposed to be a completely different type of damage? Or is it shorthand for this character has an off-field attack?
I mean, it
Because
is
if it's the
literally a
latter,
different type of
then what
damage,
the
I
hell
think.
is Ambi doing here? It's like they tried to make her part of this new mechanic, but in the process, they made her feel completely disconnected from the rest of the agents that have it. And we even got a dedicated disk drive set
And
for
she
Aftershock.
does buff Aftershock. She has like the crit damage passive where she buffs Aftershock. So she's like you put her with the Aftershockers, you know, and then like she's buffing them, but also buffing herself, you know.
So
So she's
clearly
not
they wanted it to be a
completely,
thing,
you know, separated
but
from
then
it.
they just
It's
dropped
just
it
these
and
other people
walked
doing
away.
Aftershock on the
And
team
the most
don't really
painful
do that
part
much
about
damage,
this
you know what
is
I'm saying?
this dead-end mechanic is of course tied to O-Ball Squad, or I guess New Eridu Defense
But
Force.
what if we gave Soldier 11 Aftershock attacks? Holy. Also, I think SANBY is not a part of Oboe Squad. She's a part of Silver Squad, right? That's like not the same thing.
Now. So
Or
instead of
Silver
being
Force.
excited when a new Defense Force agent drops, now I'm just sitting here like, oh great, another Aftershock character that's probably going nowhere. Honestly, I reached
This
the
guy
point
is
where I just want to
Omega
stay away
Doomega.
from agents with this
Dude,
mechanic.
this guy
Because
hates
the devs haven't shown that
SANBY.
they're willing to flesh it out. And it
He's
sucks,
like, get off my
because I
couch
wanted this to be one of
now!
the most fun and unique archetypes in the game. But right now, it just feels like wasted potential. And unfortunately, S-Rank Ambi is kind of just stuck in the middle of it. Now, if it were just gameplay issues,
I'm
that
not
would be
gonna
one
lie though, SANBY pullers, they kind of pulled on stock. You kind of just have to have diamond hands. If we guys, if we look a little bit into the future here, if I look at my all-seeing eye, now this is hindsight. This is looking to the future. If you are no information, Andy, you have absolutely no idea. You just see Orphe and C coming out. They are in the same squadron though, so you could put a little 2 and 2 together that they could potentially work together. Because why else would they be releasing 2 attackers? I think that'd be dumb. I still don't think they should be attackers. Like, let's fill up the other slots here. There's other classes missing from other elements, but that's just
one
me.
thing. But her competition, yeah, that's where things start to really look bad. Just take Yanagi, for example. She's basically the opposite of Ambi.
True.
She's got a clear archetype, tons of viable teammates.
Well, she's just
and
anomaly.
Her kit
I know she's like really like
helps
a different
her reach
archetype.
her goal, proccing polarity disorder. She's versatile, valuable, and has only grown stronger since her release. And then when I look at Ambi compared to Yanagi...
Okay, I do not think you could compare Ambi and Yanagi. They're both like electroshock agents, or whatever they call it in Zenless. Every game has like different... What do they call it in Zenless? Electric, shock, electro, thunder,
I just can't help
electricity.
but feel bad for this character.
I don't think you compare them. They're like two complete... He started it off saying they're 2 complete different characters, and then he said...
Release. She's got a Yanagi, for example.
Completely opposite.
She's basically the opposite of Ambi.
True, but then he's compared her to SANBY.
And then when I look at Ambi,
I don't think you can compare Ambi to Yanagi.
I can't help but feel bad.
If you compare Ambi to someone, honestly, compare her to... Wait, he actually should have compared her to Soldier 11. Because he said this is not a damage thing, it's like a gameplay thing. Soldier 11, right, you can like hate her damage or everything or hate how she plays, but Soldier 11 does have a team. It's lighter. So I feel like that's what you should compare her to. If you were compared to a lower end DPS, I guess the Yanagi's higher end, but like, he went Electro for Electro. He could have compared even a Haramasa, actually. Wait, that actually should have been it. Haramasa has a full team. He just doesn't do that much damage. Wait, he should have went Haramasa. That would have been chef's kiss
in any
right
way
there.
Outside of...
I don't know why I did
like
this,
Ambi,
Fisher.
pull for
You know what I'm
Ambi.
saying?
Let's also keep in mind that Yanagi came out before Ambi in patch 1.3. So honestly,
You could say
if
this
you
for
were
any
someone who
anomaly
chose to
unit.
play meta over waifu, there was literally no reason to pick up Ambi when she came out. And that's just her current competition. Her future competition is where it
Also,
gets even
that's kind of hindsight to say there's no reason to pick up SANBY because you didn't know his strengths.
worse. Now, I'm not usually one to dive into leaks, okay? I
I was
like being
talking about the
surprised. But
Dreamers.
based on the rumors that I've heard, Seed, in her current beta, not only outperforms Ambi,
Oh,
but she also uses all of Ambi's
he
best
went for a
teammates
different
in
angle than I thought he
2.2.
was going to.
And
I
on
thought he was going to
top of
talk about them
that,
like teaming together.
she's in the same faction as Ambi. Like, hello? This feels exactly like what happened with Evelyn and Soldier 11. Except Soldier 11 is not a limited agent, so it was a pill I was able to swallow. But Ambi is a limited agent, and the idea of her getting replaced barely 4 patches later is kind of wild to me.
I do think it is pretty early to re-release another electric attacker.
Went to hard
I think that's
paid
kind
for
of
this
crazy.
agent. I pulled her W engine, I pulled her best teammate, and I pulled their W engine as well.
Okay, if this is his current trigger build, this is buns. I gotta be honest. If this is his current trigger build, let's get. Hey. Backseat Barry. We gotta get on the king of the summit. What we got going on here? We gotta get on the king of the summit with the signature. We gotta get on the king of the summit. Come on now.
All for her to
Wait a
just be
minute now.
replaced by another
We gotta
electric
get on the king of the
DPS
summit
who
now.
uses all of her best
Let's get it
teammates.
up there.
Wow,
Let's get
man.
with the
That's
sig.
amazing.
Even without the
And
sig,
I can
obviously, but like
already hear the
we gotta
comments
get on the
now.
king of the summit.
Lawson, just skip Seed. You don't need Seed. But guys, honestly, I do need Seed. I need Seed probably more than any other character in this game.
You don't need any character in
Why?
the game.
Because S rank Ambi has been completely abandoned.
Okay, this is like complete doomer.
This agent
This
for
is like,
everything we've just talked about.
this is like
She's
actually
clunky,
complete
her kit holds her
doomer.
back, she barely has teammates.
This is like
Aftershock
me
is
saying
an
I will
archetype
never play
that has
Soldier
been
11 again
abandoned pretty
because
much.
she
An
fell off.
agent that came out before her is outshining her, and soon enough,
I
a
could say
future
that
agent
though.
in her same faction will be doing the same. So yeah, on paper, I don't need Seed. But from what the game has shown me, it feels more like I don't need Ambi. At least, not until Seed arrives. As someone who's followed Oball Squad since day one, it's frustrating to see Ambi reduced to a placeholder until the next electric DPS drops. I'm not asking for Ambi to be broken, but I don't see the point in playing this agent if Seed is just going to swoop in and replace her in all of her best teams. It just seems like there was no point in me pulling this agent. And honestly, S-Rank Ambi has started to become
I feel like
my
he
biggest
keeps
regret in
talking about
ZZZ0.
SANBY in like a half meta angle,
Yeah.
and then a half he likes the
I think that's
character
enough
angle.
doom posting.
Because I know he likes SANBY,
Guys, as much as I
but
want to stay optimistic, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm pretty worried about this character. I pulled
aware.
for Ambi because I enjoy her and I want her to be the mainstay of my electric DPS.
Well, you should have just gotten
placeholder until
C6.
Seed decides
You
to
should have
show
gotten a
up.
C6.
It's
That would
why
make her
I
stay alive
invested
for
so
like
heavily
10
into
years.
her banner when she released. And again, I'm not asking for Ambi to be broken. I just want her to have the flexibility or even a tiny bit of staying power that Yanagi has proven an electric agent can have. And right now, she doesn't have it. And the fact that we're even having this conversation before Seed is out is just not great. Now, I'm really hoping I'm wrong on this situation, and because of that, this whole thing has me really, really curious. What do you guys think? How do you feel about S-Rank Ambi now that I've shared my piece? Do you like her?
I think SANBY is very clunky from when I played her recently and back on CE. But I don't think she's terrible. Worst limited, I could come to an agreement with on worst limited, but I don't think she's like absolutely terrible.
Hate
Someone's got to be the worst limited, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like Eljo just got buffed, you know, so she's no longer worst limited, but like she's still down, you know. But like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she's like the end of the world, But I do think they should, you know, add some improvements. But I've heard, you know, if look at Divine. You know, I look at Divine tree over there. There's like potential.
Later.
You
And
know.
do you agree with anything that I've said in this video? Or do
No,
you think I'm
I've
completely wrong?
disliked
Let
and
me
I
know in the
hated
comments
this
down below.
video.
Also, big thank you to all of my
Imagine.
server boosters and YouTube members. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible, so thank
Holy.
you. But until next time, happy gaming, and may your pulls be ever in your favor.
Oh my God, thank you. Seed outro. Check out my other videos. Alright. Well, good video from Flossin. Check out Flossin. SANBY, no longer ex-SANBY main, current Soldier 11 main. Claire, you know, he thinks himself as #1 soldier, but I'm gonna have to tell him to pipe down, as I am the #1 soldier 11, buddy. But yeah, check out Flossin, check out me, and I'll be seeing you. Comment your thoughts. What do you think about SANBY? I hope Orphe or Seed gives her like a crazy buff that makes her go absolute crazy insane God Gamer mode. But you know, we'll see what Zenless got going on. The Zenless devs have pretty much been on a pretty good path throughout the game besides the launch. So I believe in them. But you know, it's a gacha game at the end of the day. You know, they got their questionable decision on that. But yeah, like I said, goodbye. Give me your thoughts, all that stuff. See ya.